Hello and welcome to this late morning taste challenge. I have two dark tequilas. The first was introduced in 1960, and something's wrong with the website that was giving a secure warning. So, but there's the Luxco website. I put a link there, but don't. It's telling me, don't click on it. All right. Anyway, but when I was able to get on their website, it was saying they must have gotten hacked. It was saying it was the first brand of any kind of liquor that the company ever made in 1960. Okay. It's the first thing they ever made. And they make a lot of stuff now. This is NOM 1143. This is the Juarez Gold. I don't have the Juarez Silver, but my Therns had these liters. This is a true story. Last year for $4.99. Now, how you like that? $4.99 a liter. So of course it ended up, and they had bottles and bottles and bottles. They must have had 24 bottles, So I bought one. It didn't last. I bought one from my friend David. He doesn't really drink tequila, but for that price, he could get creative, he said, and he still has a little bit left. So he's got friends that come over, though. They drink it, so his friend, she drinks it, I should say. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? So I really haven't seen it. Like, Therns doesn't normally sell it. Walmart doesn't sell it around here. Any of the other liquor outlets don't sell it. So I never seen it in stores around here. But I just saw it. It might be at Star, because Star seems like they sell everything, but it won't be $4.99. Craig said that's a good deal. Yeah. Hey, Craig Swinson, thanks for watching. It's an awesome deal. It's an unbelievable deal. So this is the original brand of liquor that the company ever made. They make the silver, the gold, and the triple sec. So there you go. 80 proof. Now here's the competitor. That is the competitor. It's an older brand. So I like to go in chronological order. Here's Hornitos. It's got a smoked bottle. It's a clear bottle, but it's smoked. And this is their black barrel, aged 18 months. Triple aged in charred barrels, black barrel. It is triple aged, but well, it says since 1950. Well, that's deceptive because Hornitos, the brand Hornitos, is from 1950, but this black barrel I think is from about 2012. Couldn't get a date. Could not find a date, but it's some. I couldn't find it. Hornitos didn't really have that deep of a history on their website, so maybe I'll try to do some research on that today, see if I can find an exact date. But I know it's around the last 10 years. It's got a cork. It's that pressboard cork. But so there you go. I noticed that the flavor wasn't that different from regular tequila. I noticed that when I did the competition against El Toro. I mean, it was a better flavor, but it wasn't that different. It was the aroma that was so much like cigarette ashes. And that sounds bad, doesn't it? Sorry, I'm trying to recover from this illness. One guy at work got it, and he's going around the workplace coughing. I said, well, pretty soon everybody's going to have it. And one after the other caught it. And then he said, I didn't test positive for the flu or the other thing. And then the doctor gave me a shot in my behind. He said that didn't really seem to work. So he didn't know what he had, but I know I got it, and it's miserable. Okay. So anyway, let's taste some of this medicine. Now, I wish they would come up with the silver over there and have another special. Now, after this inflation, if it was $5.99, would I buy it? Yeah, the actual normal price for this is like $13.99. Okay. So to find it for the price I found, it was like off the chain. And I noticed a lot of people at the store when I was there looking in the basket, because they have this discount basket. They were like reluctant to buy it because they're thinking it was going to be bad. Same old typical American consumer. You don't know it's going to be bad because you never had it, but you're not going to try it because you only try what you're used to. You know, Americans are like that. They drink one brand of soft drink and they won't deviate. One brand of beer, they won't deviate. One type of frozen macaroni and cheese, whatever, you know, just any random thing, and they won't deviate. And it's like, well, why don't you try that other brand? It's half price this week. Oh no, I'm probably gonna hate it. And you're basing that on what reality? Like, what is your basis of argument? Uh, hmm. So they can't explain it because it makes no sense. Now, if there was a sign on it that said defective tequila, dangerous tequila, okay, well, you could understand that. But he's always getting these crazy deals, man. He just now got a crazy deal, what, 2 weeks ago? And it was even greater deal. Pinnacle, I posted that this morning. Pinnacle pumpkin spice vodka. Full-size bottle for $1.99. And it just kept putting more and more bottles in these baskets. And they said they got it for $1 a bottle. How did they pull that off? Couldn't tell you, don't know. They got the Jim Beam orange liqueur, orange. Liter bottles for $6.99. And then Star and Kenner on their website was bragging that they had it for $9.99. And $9.99 is an exceptional price. But Mathern's had it for $6.99. Isn't that amazing? Craft Beer Tastic says, happy election day, Ron. Yep. We're going to see about that. Don't count your ballots before they hatch. or manipulate it, I should say. Daryl says, good morning, Ronald. Good morning to you. Late morning. About to go eat lunch. This shouldn't take long. Now, the appearance, you could see that the Juarez, and I've been to Juarez. I've been to that city in Mexico, Juarez. But I went at 7 in the morning or 8 in the morning. It was nothing open except the cathedral. So I went in the cathedral and it was beautiful. And I walked around and said prayers. And it's in the center, the centro zona in the plaza, just like they have in Spain. And it was very nice. Now people were saying, you shouldn't have gone there. That's a dangerous city. I said, yeah, it probably is. Maybe not at 7 in the morning. Or maybe I'm dreaming, you know, I live in a fantasy world that I don't recognize danger. So it's very light, straw. Is it colored? I don't think that's colored. That seems unusually. You think that's colored? It's very light. Okay. This one is darker, but then it's aged 18 months and it's given it's aged 12 months in regular barrels. Then it's given a 4-month treatment. A 4-month treatment in super charred oak barrels, like the heaviest possible char on that. And then they finish it for 2 months in toasted barrels. So that's what's making it dark. Runs about $30 a bottle. Why did Walmart sell it to me for $13 last year? Really couldn't tell you, but they had it for $13 and I bought it. And I can assure you it didn't stay on the shelf more than a week. Not a week. What am I saying? Maybe 2 days. People blew it out, as you would expect. Tim's Brew says, cheers. Cheers to you, Tim. I watch your videos. You know that. Okay. Not every video, but most of them. You know, I don't watch anybody's every video because some people review beers I've never had, and I don't watch videos for beers I've never had because I can't relate to it. Now, when I've had the beer, I'll watch the video to see what they notice is the same as what I notice, and then it's interesting. All right, so I'm going to guess this on aroma only, and then I'm going to eat lunch. I've got some spaghetti and sausage and diced tomatoes and all of that cheese, you know. Hope it's good. It smells like regular old tequila. Oh, wait, I'll read that description in a minute. Smell like charred oak. It's the Hornitos. These are not going to be real challenges, okay? But I'm just doing it just to do it. Yeah, so I don't see how you could ever confuse the Black Barrel with any regular gold tequila. But considering it's the only black barrel I know of, and I'm not going to pay $80 for another brand of one or whatever, so I'm just doing this. Let's taste. Hit the like button. Hit the like button, Craig Swinson says. Curtis Champagne says, Ron, he means to say there are a few good Russian vodkas out there worth the taste. I'm not really into vodka, but I believe what you're saying. Beer Hound says, Beer Hound beer reviews, top of the morning to you. Well, end of the morning in my case, but you're in California. So, all right, we got to get to this. Regular old tequila, which to me tastes like bell peppers and pepper. So I'm sorry, but that's what it tastes like to me. That's the closest approximation. I don't know how to describe agave to a person that's never had agave. It's a unique flavor. The closest taste to it that I can think of is bell pepper. Most people have had bell pepper. Some people hate it. Some people like it. It's one of those kind of vegetables. The flavor here. It's the same thing, but it's heavily woody. It's charred oak. You might say, you mean like bourbon? That's right. But instead of corn, it's agave. Yeah. So think of a heavily charred bourbon, and there you go. Now, bourbon has to be aged in charred oak. That's the law. But the law does not say it has to be heavily charred. There's four standard char levels: 1, 2, 3, and 4. And number 4 is called the alligator char. That's what this is put in, the super charred, really burn up. So that's why some bourbons taste so light, like they're not heavily charred, because they're not. There's different types of taste for people, you see. So Hornitos is better, but it ought to be better. It's more expensive. But don't get the impression that the Juarez is bad, because it isn't. Hey, Ron says, Maxwell, hello to you, Maxwell. I have had patties, and I've been putting it into taste challenges. It's not a great product, but it's a good product. It's kind of basic, but it's nice. I never liked tequila, but I still like listening to your videos. Oh, thank you. Well, Patty's Irish whiskey. Yeah, Patty's. I got some in the cabinet. I got it for $19.99, regular bottle. Never was a fan of tequila. Tequila. Turns my stomach. Well, you're not alone. I like Hornitos green bottle. I've seen it, the Plata. How's the weather? Warm. Warm and not too humid, but very warm. Yes, very warm. All right, here's what they say on the Luxco website. Distilled at the Distilladora Gonzalez, who they own now, by the way. They bought the distillery. In the Jalisco region of Mexico, Juarez has grown to become the number 4, this is their claim, to become the number 4 best-selling tequila brand in the United States. Available in gold, silver, and triple sec. Juarez is trusted by many of the top bars and restaurants in the country to deliver the very best house margaritas. So there's your answer. Why is it the number 4 tequila? Because it's used by bars for a house drink. That's probably most of the sales. Still, they sell so much of it that it's it makes it number 4. Montezuma's in the top 10 too. What, number 9? Another house brand. Maybe a little bit better than that. Hornitos versus Patron. Yes, got to get Patron one day. I got so many tequilas in the back stock that it's going to be about 2 or 3 years to go through those. About 3 or 4 years, actually. All right, so thanks, everybody. And this is going to count for Wednesday because that's the way it's going to work schedule-wise. And then Thursday, we'll be back, God willing. Off topic, please tell us what What was the last song you listened to? Thank you. Mountains of the Moon by the Grateful Dead. A lot of people think Tequila is nasty. Mountains of the Moon by the Grateful Dead from 1969. Yeah. See you, Ron. See you too, Beerhound. Bill. All right, bye, everybody.